and we're going to be talking to Arthur, and he's going to be telling us all about the annual Sheerness Lifeboat run. So Arthur, welcome along to the show.
Thanks very much, Dan.
I was wondering if you could start off actually, Arthur, by telling us a little bit about your role at the lifeboat.
Well, I am a volunteer lifeboat crew member for both the all-weather lifeboats and the inshore lifeboats. We respond to pager when we get a call out. We've got a little pager specifically made for the R&I, and we just drop it, whatever we're doing, and literally go.
Can you tell us a little bit about the background of the R&I?
The R&I is the Royal National Lifeboat Institution. We have 235 lifeboat stations around the coast of the United Kingdom and Southern Ireland. We also have lifeguards. We have over 100 lifeguarded beaches now across the southwest, Norfolk, into Wales, and more recently into Ireland. And since 1824, I believe the figure is something like 139,000 lives been saved by the institution, relying entirely on voluntary donations.
Arthur, can you tell us a little bit more about the local lifeboat station?
Sheerness Lifeboat is based in Sheerness Docks, so for the listeners who might not have known we had a lifeboat station, you may not have seen it because it is all the way in the docks. We have an all-weather lifeboat, which is known as a Trent class. It's a 46 foot or 14 metres, 25 knot speed capable boat. It can go up to 100 nautical miles offshore if necessary, so it could deal with things like such as major shipping incidents, as well as the basic tow jobs inshore. However, to cover the inshore jobs, which might involve people being stuck in mud or boats running aground close to the shore, we have an inshore lifeboat. That's known as a D class. It's just a little 5 metre, what you might think as is a dinghy, but it's very powerful and very capable of towing large vessels and dealing with different call-outs.
Now, can you tell us, do you have any fundraising events coming up?
Well, as you mentioned, the lifeboat run, we do. I'll speak about that. It is held on Sunday the 18th of September. The run is a 2-mile or a 5-mile run if you're more adventurous, from the what was Kay's Casino, right, parallel to Invicta Road on Marine Parade in Sheerness. If you're doing a 2-mile run, it's just to where the ship on shore is on the seafront and back. Or if you're doing a 5-mile run, it's all the way to the end of the Leas and back, just along the promenade there. The run starts at 10 AM. If you wish to enter, or you'd like a sponsor form, the entry is done on the day. These sponsor forms are available from the Times Guardian office in Sheerness Town Centre, or for further information, I have a number you can ring. It's 01795 664 868.
I was wondering now, what's been happening locally at the Sheerness station?
At the lifeboat station at the moment, it's been a busy period for us. I'm sure some of you may have heard our call out to the actor Timothy Spall on Thursday night, otherwise known as the rat out of Harry Potter or Barry out of Alvida St. Pet. But also within the lifeboat, we've now had a new crew member come on to pager, which is good news. Which means we've got more crew available at all times. But yeah, we have had some very busy times and some very busy shouts. We had one call out which involved both lifeboats, both the all-weather and inshore lifeboats, and the rescue RAF 125 helicopter from Wattisham in Essex. We were called to reports of an unconscious man 2 weeks ago on Sunday, on board a yacht near the Kingsnorth Power Station, which, if you don't know, that's on the Isle of Grain, sort of opposite Rainham. The all-weather lifeboat and inshore lifeboat proceeded at full speed to the incident, knowing that this man was unconscious, and we're quite blessed at the station because we do have a paramedic as part of the crew,
right.
and he was on the all-weather lifeboat at the time. He assessed the situation, and unfortunately this man had a stroke. Within 5 minutes of us arriving there, the helicopter arrived. Myself and 2 other crew members lifted this guy off his yacht on a stretcher onto the deck of the all-weather lifeboat, and the helicopter came and winched the gentleman up and whisked him to Maidstone Hospital, which I believe they managed to get him there within 3 or 4 minutes of actually being winched up. Unfortunately for that person, he didn't live to tell the tale, but it's just these are some of the things we can get up to at the lifeboat station.
I know you wanted to cover new recruits for the lifeboat crew.
Yeah, we're always looking for new crew, and we're open arms to people who want to volunteer, whether you're male or female. You have to be over 17 to enrol on the crew. Me personally, I actually joined when I was 16. I started going to the lifeboat station, just seeing how things are run, making the tea, that kind of thing. That was 2 years ago, believe it or not. And then, of course, you come to the station, come to the training sessions. We take you out on the lifeboats. If you're over the age of 45, unfortunately you can't do the inshore lifeboat, but you can still do the all-weather lifeboat. That's not a problem. As long as you live within 5 miles of the lifeboat station, you are able to respond to pager within 10 minutes. It normally takes our crew members who live the longer distances away, and with that, within a year you can be an operational crew member. But you do not need to have maritime experience. And one thing I've personally heard a lot is people who want to join the lifeboats and say they can't swim. That's not an issue. We will teach you everything you need to know. If you need to know it, we will teach you. I personally I've been on the water twice, and then I joined the lifeboat institution myself. So it's not as if you have to be the someone who knows the sea off the back of their hand. You just join and we'll teach you our way. What
other ways can our listeners support you?
Well, other than putting money in the tins, which our donators are very generous at doing, people can support the RNLI in other ways. They can subscribe to the magazine, which comes through every quarter of the year, and it gives you updates on the lifeboats around the country and the different call-outs and the different training initiatives that the RNLI take on, because they are big on training. As well as that, for kids, there's Stormforce. It's basically a magazine. For them, it's tales of a made-up sort of lifeboat character called Lifeboat Luke as well. You can get that through on your iPhone. All the details of that are on www.rnli.org.uk. So if you're keen on supporting the RNLI, there are some of the ways.
I was wondering, before you go, Arthur, if you could just refresh our listeners when the run is and any other useful contact details.
Yeah, well, the run is on Sunday the 18th of September, so that's a few weeks' time, so you can get plenty of training in. And the phone number for the Sheerness Lifeboat station, should you be looking at becoming crew, it's available during Monday to Friday daytime, between 9 and 3, is 01795 664 868. Or alternatively, you can contact the Sheerness Lifeboat through the Facebook page. If you search RNLI Sheerness Lifeboats on Facebook, or even Sheerness Lifeboats, it should come up. You can post on the wall and our press officer will pick it up and get back in touch with you as well. But sponsor forms for the lifeboat run are available, as I say, from the Times Guardian office in Sheerness.
Arthur, I'd like to thank you very much for coming along this evening and, of course, telling us all about the run.
Thank you.
That's Arthur here at the Monday Night Community Show, telling us all about the annual Sheerness Lifeboat Run and also the local lifeboat as well.